Okay guys, I need to do this video because there's some quite serious stuff going on here in Benidorm that travellers need to be aware of when they get here. And this is no reflection on anybody who's going to any of the hotels. It's just the rules that you really need to be following when you're walking around. So the first one, and most importantly, this is the biggest one of all, when you guys go out on a night out on the town, do not take your passport for ID if you need to get into a drinking establishment. We heard a story this morning that two young girls that are staying in the hotel that I'm in, one of them hooked up with a local, I'm suspecting, and ended up losing her purse or bag or whatever, which both had her and her friend's passports in there, which they were obviously using for ID. If you're going to go out on the lash, get a student card or some other form of ID that has your birth date on it, but not your passport, because once that's gone, you don't know what's going to happen to it, and B, getting one to go home with is incredibly difficult, even in these difficult times. The second thing you've got to be wary of here too are the beggars. Now there are plenty of them on the floor, sitting on the floor, covered up in blankets. Do not give them money. It's not worth it. They obviously aren't beggars, because we got fooled yesterday. It cost me €5, but we've since heard that these guys are to be avoided at all times. Make sure you go out in groups, because there will be people here that will look to rob you blind. It's pretty scary times, to be fair. I mean, I know it's been going on a long time, but it seems to have ramped up recently here apparently. So, you know, common sense, no passport when you go out, absolutely no way, as a form of ID. Do not entertain these guys sitting on the ground excuse me, begging for money. Avoid the P-men. They will also fleece you of your holiday fundage. There's also other scams going on here where people have monkeys and they're throwing them on to your shoulder and then demanding €20 because you've had your monkey on your shoulder. So that's another one. There's also stories here of people being surrounded by individuals. Now if this is obviously connected to a scam, but like I say, these are all on the strip. So if you're going to go on the strip at night, go in groups, don't take your passport, make sure you've got your money well hidden. Now the other big one here is too, they told us this morning, we went to the new town, jewellery is a big one, especially for females, regarding bracelets, watches and so on. Take them off. If you're going to go anywhere where you're going to be surrounded by people you don't know or are obviously local here, take your bracelets and all your jewellery off. Watches, the lot, because you know, it's just not, you just don't know how far some of these gangs or some of these people are going to go, and go to get your valuables. Always make sure your money's hidden. I've got a I don't know what you call it, like a bum bag or whatever, but it can't be seen. There's no bulge, there's nothing like that. Take as little out as you need, because like I say, don't take all your money out with you, because you know, you do run the risk of being scammed or having your money fleeced. There was a story this week in Benidorm on it might have been last week, Friday, where somebody just not innocently, but knocked somebody off off their feet on the beach, and while she was on the ground, fleeced her of her belongings in her purse, in her bag. It's just another way of people getting your stuff here. So, you know, it goes on everywhere, but it's been pretty bad here these past couple of days. I've only been here 10 days and I've got another 5 to go, and you know, you've got to look out for these people. So be careful out there, yeah. Like I say, do not take your passport out for ID. I can't stress that enough. That's probably one of the most important things you'll ever have in your possession. And if you do happen to fall foul of that or anything else, you must inform the police here. And in the case of the passports, the first thing you must do is contact the British Embassy here, because they are going to be the ones that will be able to issue you with a free passport. So I just thought I'd do this quick video because some of the stories we've been hearing in the last 4 or 5 days here have been pretty scary. And we heard an argument between the two women who, one of the girls lost the passports in her bag. So now they're both in trouble here now, because I don't know how they're going to get home. The language was pretty blue. I sat there listening to it for 15 minutes. I was going to butt in and help them out and say, look, this is what you need to do. But anyways, that's what's happened in the last sort of 2 or 3 days here. You know, you can still have a good time. Just be sensible. Stay in your groups. Don't ever leave your friends. And don't take any personal or valuable belongings out with you on a night out. So I'm signing off now till the next video. This is me checking out.